be seated. Good morning. It's a wonderful day. Welcome to the Spring 2014 College of Business Convocation at San Jose State University. I am Annette Nellen, a professor in the College of Business and director of our graduate tax program, and I am pleased to serve as your Master of Ceremonies today for this important event in the lives of the students and their friends and families gathered here today to celebrate one of the most wonderful successes for a college student, graduation. To be sure everyone enjoys this ceremony and is able to see their graduate walk across the stage and be recognized, guests, please remain seated during the entire ceremony. Graduating students, please remain seated until it is your time to come to the stage as directed by our faculty marshals. And please remain in your special seating area until the end of the ceremony. We do need your help and cooperation to make this a memorable and dignified event for everyone. Thank you. It is now my pleasure to introduce Dr. David Steele, Dean of the San Jose State College of Business and Lucas Graduate School of Business.
Good morning. I said good morning. I would like to welcome all of you and congratulate the class of 2014 on earning your business degrees. I would also like to welcome the families of the graduates that must be so proud to see their sons and daughters or grandsons and granddaughters earn an accolade of excellence today. Please give your graduates a great hand of applause. Let me begin with some great news. According to the 2014 U.S. News and World Report, our college was ranked tied for third place among the top undergraduate business schools in the Bay Area. Let's give the faculty and the staff, which are present today, a big hand of applause for the great educational experience that they have provided you. So what advice do I give our graduating class today? Let me briefly state 3 of my personal beliefs that you may find useful as you start your new career. Firstly, I believe in the power of networking. It is truly phenomenal, especially given today's web technology and the social networking media. As you transform from students to graduates today, I encourage you to stay connected with our college. I suggest that you join the SJSU Alumni Association so that you can stay in touch with us and with each other and with your alma mater. Membership in that institution gives you a front row seat to our alumni events. Importantly, I urge you to become ambassadors for the college and the university as you enter the business world and spread the word of the great education you received at this great institution. Secondly, I believe in giving back. I became a dean after 30 years in the private sector because I had an altruistic streak that I wanted to satisfy. I wanted to give back in some way to society. You, as graduates-to-be, can give back to your alma mater in all sorts of ways. Donations or gifts to the annual campaign, by volunteering to mentor our students, or by participating in student organizations. We will need your help as state support for higher education continues to decline, and we depend more and more on help from our alumni and friends. In short, we need to create a culture of philanthropy to ensure a vibrant future. Thus, we have taken the liberty of including instructions on how to give a tax-deductible gift to our Student Scholarship Fund. as shown on the penultimate page of the convocation brochure. And by the way, we recently had a scholarship celebration where almost 100 students received scholarships, which are primarily from alumni and friends. Thirdly, I believe in having a passion for success. You and your family should be proud of your hard work that culminated in your graduation today. You have a limitless future in front of you. You will become the leaders of Silicon Valley and beyond, so celebrate your success today, but also remember that your journey does not end at this point. Sustained hard work and continuous learning are essential in achieving success in your careers. Above all, have confidence in your own abilities to succeed, and please remember the two words, integrity and ethics, which should be the key pillars of your character and your behavior in the workplace. Now I would like to transition to the third part of our graduation ceremony, our student awards and scholarships. I would now like to invite the Associate Dean of the Lucas Graduate School, Dr. Stephen Kwan, to the podium to introduce the Lucas Graduate School Awards.
It's my privilege to announce the awards for the Lucas Graduate School of Business. These awards are presented in recognition of outstanding academic achievement. I would like to call on Dr. Marco Pagani, who is the director of the Master of Business Administration program, to the podium to present the MBA award. Marco.
Good morning, everybody. It's a true pleasure to give this award to a great student and a superb ambassador for the Lucas Graduate School of Business. It is an honor to present the award as Most Outstanding Graduating MBA Student to Megan Cohen.
I would like to call on Professor Annette Allen to come to the podium to present the Master of Science in Taxation Award.
Thank you. We have many wonderful, outstanding students. I'm very pleased today to give the Most Outstanding MST Graduate Award to Tejal Shah, who made the study of taxation look so easy.
The third award goes to the Outstanding Graduating Master of Science in Transportation Management student. She is Naomi, our mentor. Unfortunately, she is unable to attend, but let's give this person a great hand. Thank you very much.
I would now like to invite the Associate Dean of the Undergraduate Programs, Dr. Malou Roldan, to the podium to introduce the Alpha Al Sarat Awards.
The Alpha Al Sarat Award recognizes our outstanding undergraduate students, not only for their academic achievements, but also for their leadership. Our first awardee is Nicholas Ayala. Our second awardee is Thiet Phong Pham.
please give these two top students a great hand of applause. Next on the graduation ceremony is the student address. I am proud to introduce one of our best undergraduate students, Natasha Morales. Natasha, please join me at the podium. As a member of the Gary J. Sabona Honors Program, Natasha has shown great passion for academics and as a resident advisor. She has received numerous scholarships and was also recognized as a Dean Scholar in 2013. Recently, Natasha had the privilege of studying abroad in Spain, studying international business and Spanish. Thanks to the unconditional support and love of her family, Natasha was successful in her academic endeavors while working part-time. She's graduating with a BS in marketing and a minor in Spanish. She has a love of dance and is a salsa dancer in the first ever San Jose State salsa performance team called Spartan Mambo. I had the pleasure of seeing her dance about a month ago. It's really phenomenal. Please join me in giving her a great hand of applause.
Welcome, class of 2014. We're here, we made it. What a journey. Like many of you, I'm sure, I didn't have a great idea of where I wanted to go to school right after high school. I was hoping to choose the perfect school by chance. And once I was accepted into San Jose State University and I attended the Welcome Day orientation, I realized this was it. I began to realize that San Jose State's diversity attracted my love of culture, and I was really happy to get out of the Orange County bubble. I knew I craved the challenge, and I knew that this move would be a challenge. Coming from a mixed heritage family, I knew that they were supportive of my decision, even though they wanted me to stay close to home too. Like many of you, it was the first time I would be away from my family and the first time I would be away in an unfamiliar city. Scared, anxious, but ready, my San Jose State journey began, and was it going to be a ride? I began getting involved as a freshman, not knowing what to expect from the collegiate journey. I wanted to meet new people and join different organizations and groups all the time. It was a time to explore and to set out to find what I was passionate about. Joining the salsa club was something I never thought I had any interest in doing. Salsa dancing? Years later, I have been dancing and leading a team I am proud and passionate for, Spartan Mambo. I found a family away from my family at home that I think the entire team can relate to. So whether it's your sorority, your fraternity, your business organization or club, or even your roommates, when you find a group of people that share your passion, lifelong friendships are made and unforgettable memories happen. By continuing to push my boundaries, I applied to be a resident advisor to develop leadership qualities buried inside me. In any leadership position, whether it's in an organization or a group, a great leader must not be afraid to direct others with a processed goal. Being a resident advisor challenged me to confront conflict and to believe in my own voice. And that was when the Gary J. Sabona Honors Program came into my journey at San Jose State. I saw what great leaders looked like in my groups with Intertap and CoLink and the immense support from our professors. I'm so grateful to have learned from this program and have been challenged in my work ethic and my boundaries. We all remember those late nights studying and those early morning coffee to prepare us for the day. We became proud of the work we did, and though it tore us down at times, we strived to do our best. Sometimes the biggest challenge we face is to believe and see the potential that we have. So if you've crafted a business idea or determined to bring your expertise to your dream job, I commend your hard work and your persistence. It should only get easier from here, right? I feel incredibly blessed to fulfill one of my dreams already, studying abroad. I studied abroad in Pamplona, Spain, which was the furthest out of my comfort zone. It was a scary thought, knowing that I would be alone in another country, but I knew that this experience would push me to be more independent and push me to practice my Spanish. Perspectives changed, growing up happened, and I realized that going outside of your comfort zone wasn't so bad. In fact, it was necessary. Being at San Jose State University was a journey I had thrown myself into without realizing what my challenges were, what my end goal was, or how I was going to get there. Our time here has been filled with memories, with new friendships and new passions that you discovered. The experimenting of majors, minors, organizations, and study habits have all led to successes and failures more than we can count. It was filled with the loss of a loved one or of a fallen Spartan that may have taken you by surprise. It was filled with first dates and surprise parties and homecoming football games. We may have even brought challenges upon ourselves as we worked 2 jobs or tried a long-distance relationship for the first time. These successes, these hardships, these moments of doubt have all made your journey here at San Jose State unique and beautiful. I remember being home 4 years ago, surrounded by the comfort of my family, and seeing my grandpa a little upset as he didn't want to see me go just yet. Reassured by my grandma that I know that she knew that finding my passion and pushing my own boundaries was necessary, he also agreed. I want to thank my family for their unconditional love and support. This is for you. I would like to recite a quote from the Persian poet Rumi for you all. Let yourself be silently drawn by the strange pull of what you really love. It will not lead you astray. I urge you to listen to your gut feeling. Go out of your comfort zone. Push yourself to try things you dreamed of doing and things you never thought you could do. Your potential has just begun, and our journey as Spartans has only started here. Let us push the boundaries like never before. Congratulations to the class of 2014. Let's run the world.
You know, this is one of the happiest days of my deanship convocation, and you can see the kind of students that we're graduating. For those of you that are not aware, Nick Ayala, who just received the undergraduate award, was also president of the Associated Students. So please give these tremendous students a great hand of applause again. It now gives me the great pleasure to invite our convocation speaker to the podium, Michelle Turner. Our mission statement states that we are the institution of opportunity in Silicon Valley. Michelle epitomizes that mission. She is CEO of Dictionary.com, providing products that serve 70 million unique users monthly across mobile and the web. She has over 20 years of experience in high-tech product marketing, product development, and business management, from startups to Fortune 500 companies. Prior to Dictionary.com, Michelle was Chief Product Officer at Mblox, spent several years as Executive VP of Products at a Kleiner Perkins portfolio company, and joined Adobe in 2006 as Vice President of the Platform Business Unit, where she was responsible for the well-known Adobe Flash program. Additionally, she served as Vice President of Product Marketing and Design at Netflix and then at AOL, and held senior management positions at Excite, At Home, and Silicon Graphics. Michelle holds a BS in Finance from San Jose State University and an MBA in Marketing and Finance from Santa Clara University, which we will not hold against her. She truly embodies the dynamic business culture of Silicon Valley. Her inspiring bio is on page 3 of your convocation brochure. Please join me in giving a huge hand of applause to Michelle Turner.
Hi, everyone, and thank you for having me here today. This is really an honor. First to the parents, deep breath. You're almost there. Now to the students, deep breath, because you're going to get to cheer in a few minutes. You're almost there. First of all, let me express my heartfelt congratulations to all of you. You guys were walking in. I was so excited for you. You guys should just be pumped and so proud of yourselves. I still remember my graduation. It was over at Spartan Stadium, and I just had this enormous relief at being finished. It's a long journey for many of us. It's been a long journey for many of you. So I'm sure many of you are feeling that sense of relief today, and you've been feeling it since you finished your last final. And like many of you, I was the first college graduate on my mom's side of the family. So I understand that sense of pride that all of you and your families are feeling for you today. So I was thinking about what I could talk to you about. And my 15-year-old son said, "Oh, Mom, just be funny like Conan." Yeah, well, Conan has joke writers, and I sort of lack that faculty, so I can't promise to you I'll be really funny today. However, I do have one thing that I think might be useful to you as you move forward in your careers, and that's over 30 years of experience of figuring out how to find a path to success in Silicon Valley. Now, I'm very fortunate. I love words, and working at dictionary.com is really my dream job, and it's been a path to get there. But every day I get to figure out how to bring words to life for millions of people. So today I'm going to share with you a few words and sayings that I think are at the core of a successful career. You know that old saying, it's not just what you know, it's who you know? Dean Steele alluded to that, and he's absolutely right. It is important what you know, but today even more than ever, it's important to know not just what you know, but it's also what you learn, it's what you do, and it's what people know about you. And you guys are in a unique time in history when everything that you do is sort of publicly on display, and you know this. Everything you do is on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn. It's very easy for people to learn about you. So let's figure out, in the context of that, how do you build on that in a very successful career? The first word that I came up with that really helped along the way was curiosity. Be a lifelong learner. Now, you grad students, you've already taken that plunge, and this applies to you as well, but you undergrads, I'm not talking about just going to grad school next week. This means staying fresh always on what's going on in Silicon Valley, the new trends, the new technologies, and there's lots of great ways to do that that are easy. You guys live in the most innovative place in the world. I have been very lucky to have been able to travel, and there is no place like Silicon Valley, and many of you grew up here. And this is all you know, and it's incredible. But that innovation that creates that rapid change in the tech industry, and we all see it all the time, it creates rapid change in our businesses. Even at dictionary.com, we find every year we're adding new words. We just added selfie. And we're also having to redefine words all the time, like hashtag and incubator. And incubator is not what the entrepreneurs that are going and finding new ways of building their companies and getting support in. It used to be something that referred strictly to eggs, I think. And hack, which used to be referring to a saw. So innovation breeds change, and across all industries. And in the Valley, you really have to be able to adapt to that change, because companies that don't adapt die out very quickly. I look back at my career, and 3 of the biggest companies I've worked at either don't exist anymore, or are a shell of their former selves. Sun Microsystems, which was the hardware giant of the 90s, is gone. Excited Home, which was one of the darlings of the internet era, is gone. Silicon Graphics, which was the original inhabitant of the Googleplex, Silicon Graphics actually built it, and the company that brought the graphics that probably some of your favorite game consoles run today, and also brought movies that many of your parents probably really enjoyed, such as Jurassic Park and Terminator 2. That is a shell of its former self. It still exists, but it's a very tiny company today. If companies can't constantly remake themselves for a changing market, they die. The same for your career. You have to stay on top of trends and skills if you're going to have a viable career in Silicon Valley. The good news is that this change, this rate of change, tends to create jobs that never existed before. I am guessing that some of you marketing students out there, let's hear it for the marketing students. Some of you guys are going to go out and your first job is going to be a social media marketing person. That's a job that didn't exist 5 years ago. 2 years ago, I was doing a budget request for a go-to-market strategy and had put in for a headcount for a data scientist. And our CFO came walking into my office laughing, and he said, "You're kidding me. There's no such thing as a data scientist." So I had my husband, who was working with a bunch of data scientists at a predictive analytics startup, take a selfie with them and send it over to us so I could prove to him that they actually existed and that I wasn't just trying to pad our budget. And just recently, at dictionary.com, we created a role for a growth hacker. That job didn't exist a year ago. Most people would think it's just a fancy name for a tree trimmer, rather than someone who hacks data to help drive exponential revenue growth. Chances are that in 10 years, many of you will be in jobs that don't exist today. And they will be some of the most in-demand jobs that are out there. So keep your skills fresh, stay plugged into what's new, and stay curious. The second word, and Tasha actually alluded to this, is risk. Take some risks and don't be afraid to fail. And your parents are all cringing at me right now. Because the Valley is a place of great change, and because new job creation happens here faster than probably anywhere else, it's also a safer place to take risks. And yes, you're going to fail sometimes, and that's okay, because it's only really failure if you don't learn from your mistakes. I guarantee you, every successful person in Silicon Valley has failed at one point or another in their career. The interesting thing and the important thing is what they learned from it. So I took a big personal risk at one point in my career, and it actually was the thing that redefined my career and put me on my path to what I find passionate in my job every day. I was on the CFO track at Sun Microsystems. I had this great job in finance, and now I'm going to make all the finance professors mad at me. I had this great job in finance. I was rocking up the finance ladder. And I'd been doing it for 10 years. And I was bored. I got really bored. I was really good at it, but I was really bored. And a friend of mine, a colleague, came up and said, "Hey, I'm working at this little company called Silicon Graphics, and we really need a product manager." And so about a month later, I was the newly minted product manager for their multiprocessing C compiler. You guys, I didn't know what a product manager did. I didn't know what a compiler did. All I figured was that whatever it did, if it was multiprocessing, it must do it a bunch. Seriously, and I jumped in with both feet and got so far underwater that I didn't come up for air for a year. And then 4 years later, we had built a $50 million software development tools business out of that product line. So it can be done. You've got to take some risks in your career, and sometimes they really pay off. And the thing that was probably even more important about that is it put me on the career path to where I find my passion. It turned out that I love doing product development. It's where I have the most fun every day. And that has been formative in building up my career. So take some chances, and it may take you some time to find it. It took me 10 years, but it's out there. And my third point, my third word for you today, and this is the most important one, we always save the best for last, is ethics. Make sure you do the right thing, always. Your personal reputation is the most valuable asset that you have. Your integrity and your ethics are the only things that you guys truly own. Ethics is an old word. It comes from the ancient Greeks, meaning moral, or showing moral character. This concept has existed intact since ancient times, which shows just how foundational a value it is to humankind. This valley is very small. After you've been in your career for a couple of years, you're going to be 2 degrees away from anybody that you need to meet, and anybody who wants to find you is going to be 2 degrees from meeting you. Your reputation for being ethical and hardworking is one of the things that will get you through the inevitable downturns that happen in the valley. When you hit one of those times when it feels like a quarter of Silicon Valley is out of work, and it will happen because we're very cyclical, the difference between you and the person that you're competing with for that job will very often come down to your reputation. And don't think that companies, when you give you your references that you want them to check, are just going to call your references. They will, and this is the importance of being networked, but they're also going to call 2 or 3 people that they look on your resume and say, oh, you know, I know somebody from that company that they used to work with. I'm going to give them a call too. And if they don't like what they hear, you're probably not going to get that job. If you aren't consistently ethical, hardworking, and honest, it's going to catch up with you. So I'm going to give you an example of something that happened 20 years ago, and this still blows me away today. This is a true story. There was a guy I knew who was working in sales at a big hardware company at the time. And he'd been there for about 4 years and had had a successful career, but he was getting poached, as we call it today, from another very successful hardware company. And these 2 hardware companies competed with each other like the Niners and the Seahawks. This was not a friendly rivalry at all. And so he's getting pulled away, but he'd been working at this company for a long time, and he had one big sales deal that was in the works, and it hadn't closed yet, and there was a decent-sized commission tied to it. And the new company that was trying to hire him kept saying, come on, we got to go. So he signed on with this new company. But he never quit his old job because he wanted his commission check. He was legally employed by 2 competing companies at the same time. And of course, he was found out by one of his customers who figured out what was going on. And they called his boss at his old company, who then called his boss at his new company, and he was fired. And he really never worked in this valley again. Well, I'm not sure about you, but I think that the lost commission pales in comparison with the lost career. You're going to face these issues at some point. Probably, hopefully not that issue. Don't ever do that. But you're going to face issues that are hard sometimes. The right thing is often not the easy thing, but the right thing always pays off. So there you go. 3 words. Be curious. Don't be afraid to take risks. Be ethical. And guys, give yourselves a big cheer because you're just beginning and you've got a terrific future in front of you. Thank you very much.
Ms. Turner, thank you for your thoughtful remarks and words of advice and for joining us today. Students, you have worked very hard to reach your graduation goal that we are recognizing and celebrating here today. Along the way, there are people who helped you. You had people who listened to you, fed you, gave you money, and offered words of encouragement. Students, please join me in thanking your friends and family who helped you reach your outstanding achievement we celebrate today. Family and friends of today's graduates, thank you. Okay, on with the ceremony. Once again, let me remind everyone that in the bleachers, please stay seated during the ceremony. Students, please remain in the student area until the ceremony is over. We'll start by announcing the graduate students. Faculty marshals will be hooding the students before they come up to the stage, as traditional for graduate students. And faculty marshals, thank you all for your service today. I am pleased to introduce Associate Dean of the Lucas Graduate School, Dr. Stephen Kwan, who will be presenting certificates to our MBA and MS Taxation graduates. Dr. Kwan will be assisted by Associate Dean for Undergraduate Studies, Dr. Malou Roldan. And please welcome Dr. Marco Pagani, who will announce the MBA students.
It is my pleasure to announce the graduating students from the MBA programs. Yes. Okay, let's start. Uibav Kare. Bruno Gordon. Eric van der Wark. Stephanie Long. Tomoyuki Osokawa. Jatinder Mangat. Megan Cohen. Ash Patel. Nimil Parikh. Rima Sarah Thomas. Congratulations, MBA graduates.
And I'm pleased to announce the MST graduates. Brittany Pope. Congratulations. Tejal Shah. Congratulations. Li Ping Lim. Congratulations, MST, MBA graduates. Now we will continue with our undergraduate students. Dr. David Steele, Dean of the Lucas College and Graduate School of Business, will present the awards, assisted by Associate Dean Dr. Malou Roldan. Please welcome Mr. Robert Vitale, who will announce the Gary J. Sabona Honor Students.
Quan Tran. Summer Schoolcraft. Joshua Lee. Ashton Maidley. Chanel Roberts Fager. Tram Hong. Catherine Fong. Christopher Valisier. Nishat Ahmed. Tierney Houston. Garoom Tefera. Ina Ostrovsky. Joel Alvarado. Christian Jorgensen. David Catalano. Matt Lai. Joseph Nguyen. Brandon Lucido. Minjong Kim. Nak True. Zhang Lam. Don't laugh. Rakshana Mistry. Sal Chopra. Sanjay Pili. Sabstiani Leon Chow. Tivan. Daniela Rivora. Shirley Lampkin. Rochelle Holland. Lynn Nguyen. Patricia Angela. Twin Fan. Sarah Tabatabe. Is that right? Kevin Uros. Ryan Richard. Ellen Song. Melissa Stefanens Tabrizi. Tabrizi? Sally Hong. Arlette Nujain. I have trouble with the Italian names too, so. Joanna Louie. David Clark. Nicole Manzanilla. Pia Hurdell. Arnold Carino. Joseph Daldorf. Ryan McPherson. Natasha Morales. Brent Grubb. Ramandi Garcha. Charlene Wu. Miguel Gonzalez. Brianna Atkin. Join me in congratulating the Sabona Honors Program graduates.
Please welcome Dr. Elizabeth Grace, who will introduce the accounting students and the accounting information system students.
Sohal Nabiyar. Eleftheria Nikki Ivanthina Mina. Erica Garcia. Fatima Ibrahim. Camilla Lingle. Rodino Batista. Shavali Parek. Alice Vega. Daniel Team. Marcus Reich. Anthony Gazzoli. Nathan Cross. Nicholas Laudadio. Olga Merzlikova. Sona Musayeva. Arlen Tedesco. Gabriela Hernandez. Saswati Kundu. Ha Nguyen. Duan Vo. Shu Shu Han. Lan Yu. Kubo Zhao. Ashley Cosgrove. Kao U Liang. Tian Han. Yuang Taraska. Zong Truong. Cook To. Violet Sabatini. Rhiannon Antonell. Mehatmeet Saini. Kira Osborne. Georgina Avalos. Hien Tan Pham. Chi Pham. Tao Tran. Ha Tran. Tina Nguyen. Quinn Duan. Quinn Nguyen. Michelle Vo. Tiffany Trin. Camilla Bajerski. Jennifer Nguyen. Tan Trang Nguyen. Tram Nguyen. Nguyen Nui. Duan Trinh Tran. Tram Bui. Hien Nguyen. An Tri Nguyen. Kate Shaner. Kirsten Adams. Fang He Gong. Yanjun Liang. Ran Liao. Xiao Li Yi. Qi Wei Shi. Liang Zheng. Cheng Yan Shen. Dioselina Torres. Gabriel Mendoza. Heather Jackson. Cheryl Lynn. Tiffany Trin. Trang Vo. Solwa Bay. Yanping Shang. Zhangping Zhang. Jay Panergo. Tony Wen. Christopher Cito. Marissa Khan. Yvonne Ta. Emma Christine Dela Cruz. Marina Hout. Ryan Tinker. Brian Rompas. Nestle Ricasa. Tin Truong. Patrick Pinney. Quinn Nguyen. Angelo De Vera. Brian Cheng. Christian Catalan. Ryan Chen. Wei Ki Chan. Michael Estrada. Ramin Karshagani. Tuc Tang. Phuong Trinh Bui. Mandy Tai. Randy Tai. Amy Nguyen. Stephen To. Locke Young. T. Lee. Sarah Hollenbach. Evelyn Ramirez. Chelsea Roadbush. Sean Semino. Albert Doe. John De La Rosa. Gawargis Yonan. Elvira Walke. Kevin Gordon. Karen Hahn. Melissa Hahn. Tristan Lacroix. Please join me in congratulating our accounting graduates. We now welcome our Accounting Information Systems graduates. Andrew Rivera. Brian Holtz. Tong Spencer Lee. Priti Rastogi. Daniel Aaron Williams. Jennifer Lynn. Laz Cabrera. Keval Pandya. Lin Nguyen. Bonin Song. Ardalan Aryai. Joseph Coleman. Jake Thomas. Lynn Goff. Belinda Yu. Please join me in congratulating our Accounting Information Systems graduates.
Please welcome Dr. Stoyu Ivanov, who will introduce the corporate financial management students and the finance students.
It is my pleasure to announce the names of our corporate financial management students. Terry Lee. Bush Kien. Congratulations. Mark Stockdale. Congratulations. Tatiana Giska. Congratulations. Congratulations. Linda Ho. The letter Chiu. Christopher Burleson. Muhammad Damra. Vin Tran. Vishal Mistry. Long Quan Nguyen. Elias Carker. Ross Collane. Han Nguyen. Hang Nguyen. Van Lu. Win Trong. Chi Hong. Kimberly Martinez. Brenda Vasquez. Tiffany Hassan. Check. Congratulations to our corporate financial management students.
Congratulations.
It is my pleasure to announce the names of our finance students. Luis Plazola. Lily Louie. Scott Calvin Yu.
We'll do it later.
Nok Lan Cheng. Tui Fan. Khan Walkup. Derek Meglan. Christina Nguyen. Armani Yarbo. Nora Barboza. Jennifer Castaneda. Juan Carlos Sosaya. Heather Ketchens. Juliana Stefanik. Linda Nguyen. Annie Du. Tony C. Albert Lang.
Congratulations.
Sofia Para. Jose Arellano. Daisy Mancia. Austin Chen. Steve Yu. Caleb Tate. Danielle Bow. Jordan Nicholson. Lauren Ellis. Markesha Collins. Andy Tran. Sukhdev Bariana.
Hey, congratulations.
Omar Khan. Jasjeet Singh. Ritu Singh. Ernest Ha. Adam Hamade. Rose Savre. Sharari Hosseinipour. Saman Enter Zamadi. Edwin Resuelo. Ferris Masarwe. Douglas Jensen. Dan Boy. Duyen Truong. Hung Lee. Ann Tran. Tan Fan. Hai Tran. Hui Win. Ankur Bhakta. Emily Pham. Trang Lam.
You made it.
Josephine Cook. Kaylee Law. Balaram Fedchenko. Jasper Chen. Tianji Gu. Sang Don. Rikita. Adriana Salazar. Christopher Nistrom. Daniel Frias. Brandon 1. Jonathan O'Doherty. Diego Delfonso. Daniel Smale. Christopher Ernst. Michael Ryan Bell. Eileen Mai. Michael Barto. Eddie Duang Darabong. Diane O'Laila. Nathan Trujillo. Alex Slater. Luis Antonio de la Areola. Sorry. Jamil Seman. Congratulations to our finance students.
Please welcome Dr. Tejo Park, who will introduce the entrepreneurship students.
I'm pleased to announce entrepreneurship graduates. Michael Jones, Samantha Dikier, Tim Kinar, Julia Kovalis, JD, Caleb Khan, Bao Chuan Lily Chuan, Loan Gentud, Brooks Bengal, Rose Holman, Stephen Georgi. Gabriela Paella. Congratulations, entrepreneurship graduates.
Please welcome Dr. Meg Varick, who will introduce the Human Resource Management students.
Nuyet Vu. Samantha Cassie. Marie Benigno. Shannon Wood. Matthew Koo. Alicia Henry. Noel Bautista. Antonio Reyes. Luz Pardo. Melanie Lockyer. Isra Zaria. Lorena Ortiz. Lizette Bejinas. Yenny Garcia. Jenny Wang. Sherman Lamb. Brandon Black. Misao Tran. Kim No. Kim Mai. Li Chiang. Okay. Jia Huang. Han. Mei Lee. Sandra Florea. Jennifer Doe. Bevan Tong. Solomon Ponnikanan. Jeanette Segura. Erica Moreno. Alicia Duran. Sukhpreet Rai. Maribel Connick. Kim An Nguyen. Celia Cezetto. Betty Vu. Jesse Cornejo. James Fong. Pauline Gunawan. And our last one, Marianne Lobalbo. Let's give a big cheer to the HR students.
Please welcome Dr. Carol Reed, who will introduce the international business students.
John Kim. Italo Nava. Elliot Fine. Itzel Duran. Frank Barreda. Angela Kamau. Jose Verino Listana. Sid Kamaraj. Lorena Mendoza. Renee Camacho. Rebecca Chen. Eric Luong. Mauricio Vexler. Lindsay Sutherland. Congratulations, international business students.
Please welcome Dr. Chun-Li Wang, who will introduce our first group of management students.
It's an honor to present our wonderful graduate students who major in management. So we have Josh Brockett. James Severurge. Ashley Wallace. Okay. Diane Daratape. Thank you. Jordan T. Alexander Nguyen. Li Chuan. Fab Nguyen. Joseph Papolo. That's good. Jennifer Twin. Joshua Chen. Listener Marquez. Francisco Marquez Reyes. Liz Quintero. Okay, sure, yeah. Ji Huang Lim. George Brown IV. Brian Bautista. Ranik Vora. Eric Gonzalez. Sang No. Austin Jones. Adam Duxtater. Kevin Breeze. Mara Rodriguez. Okay, Wasim. Okay, that's good. Wasim Balo. Manip Dara. Salvatore Baracco. Alexander Paul Azevedo. Jennifer Cito. Okay. Rizni Marzouk. Idusat Mabang. Banafsha Gufori. Okay, Louise Shia, right? No share. So Louise Shia. Kevin Lu. Thank you. Hi. Congratulations. Vanessa Grimado. Mario Tapia. Okay. Colton Rollenbuehler. It's easy, right? Derek Clark. Vincent Lai. David Chuang. Benjamin Fan. So Christian Amag. Tui No. Let's congratulate our first half of management graduates.
Continuing with our management majors, please welcome Dr. Robert Wood, who will introduce the last group of our management students.
Susan Chen. Jackson Chen. Okay, right. Ernesto Soto. Stephanie Blanco. Natalie Aguilar. Mariah Garza. Ashley Anderson. Shamina Dockney. Jocelyn Cruz. Karen Liu. Razvi Mohammed Abdul. Trevor Raff. Aaron Dadu. Matthew Buckley. Sarah Fraser. Jacqueline Albayalde. Admir Avdich. Natalie Nogray. David Heath. KZ Manson. Michelle Benigno. Allison Ann Wong. Tavares Triplet. Alberto Cuevas. Jeremiah Ridgway. Sean Brophy. Brandon Lewis. All right. Andre Espiritu. Kip Birtwistle. Sean Patrick Butler Murphy. Brandon Nguyen. Alvin Lee. Nha Nguyen. Eddie Cerezo. Myra Guyen. Myra Diaz Infante. Sandra Lopez. Alicia Marcelli. Mojisula Oladamiji. Cyril Duller. Lena Nguyen. Leo An Ocampo. Angela Aspiros. Maria Cristiana Torregosa. Amanda Pock. Haley Nguyen. Nubia Rodriguez.
Congratulations on the management majors. Please welcome Dr. Tim Hill, who will introduce the Management Information Systems graduates.
I'm delighted to be able to announce the names of the Management Information Systems graduates of 2014. Paul Din. Fat Dow. Bao Trong. Viet Tran. Hong Do. Harkirat Kak. Kevin Guo. Kenja Vince Howe. Benjamin Drummond. Marvin Bautista. Christopher Wolf. Audrey Leong. Vincent Lockett. Colton Tang. Vikram Dimba. Jacob Gray. Eric Espiritu. Kyle Nodohara. Emil Mosen. Mark Franson. Stephen Long. Mariela Bailon. Ricardo Vizcarra. Stephen Pham. Sergio Diaz de Leon. Milad Sorabi. Sean Brown.
Congratulations.
Salim Ben-Shukuran. Jimin Kim. Maria Mendoza. Richie Chea. Adam Nguyen. Kevin Nguyen. Charlotte Wu. Tuan Pham. Dan Saltzman. Darshan Seth. Zabiola Nazi. Abhinav Sukhavali. Michael McComas. Christopher Rogan. Let's have a big cheer for the MIS graduates of 2014.
Please welcome Dr. Kenneth Garrett, who will introduce the general business students and the first group of marketing decision science students.
Yes, it's my pleasure to begin with the general business students. Alyssa Ibro. Naomi Kim. Valerie Castro. Gina Daniel. Angelica Vallejo. Rochelle Hui. Jason Cruz. Jonathan Enanuevo. Amir Rafai. John Vincente. Michelle Robb. Kendra Johnson. Mojgan Tufan. Cynthia Loera. Giovanna Rojas. Nadia Setai Dharma. Christine Komatsu. And now we're going to begin with the marketing and decision sciences concentrations. Brendan Murphy. Leslie Files. Kate Betancourt. Floriadora Hernandez. Abby Navoli. Julia Delgadillo. Allison Hoyer. Fasha Mar. Rita Bagumian. Michelle Hay. Chris Sun. Philip Torres. Sarah Hurtado. Nitin Matthew. James Scardudos. Dominic Hecht. Vicky Shaotao. Caitlin Magat. Joshua Lopez. Got it. Hoa Luang. Ashman Pashtunyar. Jordan Green. Jennifer Brackett. Cyril Baranta. Abdullah Ahmed. Deborah Parker. Sarah Acosta. Bruno Oliveira. Lak Nguyen. Christopher Abadag. Ting Ye. Vincent Nguyen. Udita Plaha. Neil Wharton. Richard Tsai. Gerardo Mendez. Sumira Sawat. Kyle Sudarth. And I'm now going to turn over the announcing to Dr. Therese Louie.
Okay, well, congratulations for our first part of our Marketing Decision Science students. Please welcome Dr. Therese Louie, who will introduce our last group of Marketing Decision Science students.
Henya Hua. Sorab Sahini. Lynn Fan. Ching Xin Xiao. Brianna Colonna. Kim Lin Huyen. Akeem King. Sandy Palalia. I got you. Paisley Patterson. Jayinder Singh. Willow Bhatia. Robert Weir. Natalie Carboni. Hi, Isaac. Isaac Shapiro. Samantha Michelson. Tyler Stetson. Yuki Sakai. Matthew Hilton. Guillermo Alejandre. JC Quimbao. Aaron Connolly. Manuel Solis. Ming Yan. James Hines. Anne Tran. Sun Fan. Payman Fagaizadeh. Lee Lewis. Craig Burt. Alex Chicavane. Jonathan Yu. Kang KT Trung. Bernard Susilla. Alex Jung. Darren Toy. Jose Mendez. Michael Ng. Winnie Chu. Nico Warford. Jennifer Lau. Marcus Burton. Jasper Bowery. Bella Gutkin. Nat Vu. Congratulations,
Congratulations, graduates. Graduates, you have been on an exciting journey, a journey that has changed you in many ways. As college graduates, you'll be viewed as leaders in your communities. People will have high expectations for you. They will think you are wise, thoughtful, responsible, and able to solve problems. And those people will be correct. You are prepared to take on many new responsibilities. You can use your knowledge, skills, creativity, and intellectual curiosity to make the world a better place, and we hope you do that. Thank you for spending part of your journey of lifelong learning with us. On behalf of the faculty and staff of San Jose State University, I want you to know that we are very proud of you. Earning an undergraduate or graduate degree is a tremendous accomplishment that shows your commitment to learning, your perseverance, and your readiness to take on the many challenges and opportunities ahead of you. Graduates, there is one last assignment for you all. Yay! Please move your tassel from the right to the left. Woo! Congratulations, you have graduated. Graduates, thank you for all you have contributed to enabling San Jose State to continue its legacy as a great university. Be a proud San Jose State alum, and good luck to you all in your future endeavors. One last congratulations. Yay! Guests, please remain seated until after the recessional of faculty and graduates. Thank you all for attending the Spring 2014 College of Business Convocation Ceremony, and have a wonderful and safe Memorial Day weekend. Congratulations.